What's up, guys, and welcome back. We're in the truck. I have filmed this video 6 times. Every time it would either start raining or the wind would pick up and just kind of made it unusable. So here we are. We're in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Started in Wyoming, made our way down to Denver, dropped that unit. We were not able to grab another one, and that happens. I've made probably 6 or 7 trips down to Denver or the surrounding smaller cities, and this is only the second time that I've not been able to get a load either out of there or close to out of there. So it's part of the job. I mean, you know, I say a lot how great it is and how it's easy to stay loaded, and it is. Every once in a while, you catch these. I think this is my 3rd or 4th one where I've had substantial deadhead. Usually I'm 4 hours or less. I've been as low as 40 miles. If I deadhead over about 7 hours, I kind of start to have an issue with it, I guess you could say. I mean, it's part of the job. I'm not complaining or throwing a fit or, you know, oh, why can't they keep me loaded? It's just that's kind of where I start to feel like I'm doing something wrong. When I very first started, after my second load, after my 3rd load, I had about 7.5 hours of deadhead to my 4th. One time, I don't remember when it was, I mentioned this in my other video, saw a load that paid great, and it took me up around the west side of, I was west of Seattle, so through the other side of the sound, and then I was just up there going, oh, there's nothing up here. So deadheaded from there all the way back to Pendleton, I think. Pendleton or LeGrand, one of the 2 Oregon yards. And then this is the 2nd time out of Denver that I've hit a good amount of deadhead. It happens. It's part of the job. I mean, if you know, I'm over 90,000 miles on the truck, and if I've only had it happen 4 times, it's not bad. And 2 of them were absolutely my fault. I didn't know what I was doing, and just jumping on loads because they paid well, and wasn't thinking the whole trip all the way through. A load did come up after I had dropped and I was already on my way to Indiana. It was $1.96 a mile. I almost took it, but it was only going like 190 miles, and I would have had to go all the way up to North Dakota to get it. And it just didn't seem like it was worth it to go that far out of my way for a couple $100. By the time I got up there and grabbed it and delivered it, I would have made almost $0, and it really wouldn't have helped me as far as trying to get to Indiana. So I passed. So it's still on the load board if anyone wants it. We're gonna go to Goshen, grab a unit. It's going to Virginia. We're gonna link up with my old gunny from my old unit, hang out with him, maybe have dinner or something, and we will see if something pops up in that area, not holding my breath. There's sometimes pretty good stuff out of Virginia, but I'm trying to get down to North Carolina. Gonna go see my brother, spend the weekend with him. I'll have to do a reset, and being that close, he's stationed over there in the Air Force. Being that close, I want to go say hi. So spend a weekend over there, hopefully find something out of one of the Carolinas or Kentucky or Virginia, something heading back towards Indiana, and then we're gonna get one of those Boise loads. If we get a load from one of the Carolina or over in the east somewhere heading towards Indiana, that'll put us over $5,000 for 8 days, 9 days of driving. That's gross. I was trying to think of a way to kind of break down some of my expense, but I've got 430 gears, so my fuel use is going to be better in some cases and worse in some cases compared to most of the other trucks. I personally use about, on average, 60 to 70 gallons a day. That's about as good as information as I can give you. You know, there's times where I've filled up at well over $3 a gallon, and there's times I've had as low as $1.17 a gallon. So it just depends where you're fueling. But 60 to 70 gallons is a pretty safe bet. If you're rolling through mountains, obviously it's going to be a little worse, but you're going to lose fuel economy going up and gain a bunch going back down. So it's kind of going to level out, but you are going to spend more than if you were just on flat land. But what'll get you is headwind. There's been a couple times I have gone through more than 100 gallons a day, and that's just because of headwind. You know, if you've got a really big trailer, or, you know, a fifth wheel, it doesn't take a whole lot of wind to just destroy you. So even the old streetwalker can be stopped by a little breeze. Don't have a whole lot of information for this video other than just being honest. You know, I like I said, I talk a lot about how great this job is, and it is, but there are bad days. I deadheaded for over half of today, and I'm going to deadhead almost all day tomorrow. I should pick my unit up and I can get maybe 2 hours loaded. It's one of those things. It's part of the job. But like I said, not complaining, not throwing a fit, not thinking they should do more. I mean, it's a part of the job, and I don't know if I'm just really lucky or I think far enough ahead that I'm planning it out. I don't know, but typically I have really minimal deadhead. You know, talking to some other guys, it sounds like I'm just lucky, or I don't know. I don't know. You know, like I said before, I'm constantly on the load board. Every time I stop the truck, the first thing I do, pull up the load board and see what's there. We crossed 1,000 subscribers for a little bit. About half of today, we were over 1,000, and then it dropped back down. I mean, it happens. You know, people don't like a video or don't like content or, you know, whatever. It is what it is. But like I've said, I don't know how many times. I didn't start this channel because I want to be the next Cletus McFarland. If you don't know who that is, go check him out. Awesome stuff. If you're a gearhead, if you like fast cars and doing stupid things, he's entertaining and he's got good content. But you know, he's got, I don't remember, but he's got a ton of subscribers, and that's not why I started this channel. I want to pass information. I wanted to put a positive light on RV transport because I just kept hearing how awful it was, and I don't know, I enjoy it. I know some of you have started working for RV transport companies. I know some of you have started working for Horizon. I know one of you started and absolutely hated it, and you know, it's not for everyone. There's no job out there that is for everyone. You just have to find what makes you happy, and for me, that was this. I really do enjoy this job. Anyway, that is way more than enough rambling. I need to go take a shower. So, as always, those of you out on the roads, I wish you fair winds and following seas. Take care and have a great day.